Still
Major
out.
mistakes?
Yeah.
I hope not.
And the other thing is, that's to keep you entertained on the trip back in case you get diverted.
Let's see what this is. I got diverted on the way here. I got diverted and delayed. I'm gonna go with the present first. Is this for me to keep? Thank you. Yes. Oh, remember what I was talking about with heart? It's gonna be that all over again, because it's gonna be that all over again because I've got some rockin' candy. Thank you. Thank you. Kick ass. Kick butt. Kick bottom. Bollocks. I'm trying to get the Australian accent down. I think, and mistakes, that's a funny question. There have been, it's weird. I try not to use the word mistake a lot or regret. No, this is just something that I sort of feel like life is not promised and life is a learning experience. And I think if you're dishonest with yourself and you sort of think you're supposed to be one way or you're supposed to be another way, then you put too much pressure on yourself to be something that you might not necessarily want to be or do something that you might not necessarily want to do. And so I sort of just see everything as a learning experience and try to become better for it. Thank you. Where did magic microphone go?
Back down here. Other way. Look, yep, here we are. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to do my hand.
Yep, closer, keep going. Now I'm right there.
Yes,
yep.
Got it.
This,
Thank you.
Young man down the back here.
What's going on?
What was the most annoying episode physically?
The most annoying episode physically? That's a good question. It would have to be, you know what? What was a really tough episode physically was the very first one we ever did after the pilot. It was called Wendigo. And we had just kind of gotten used to our characters, and we had just these little tennis shoes. I had like these little Puma shoes that I love, but we had to run through the woods a lot. And so just like twisting ankles and like bruising up your legs, running into trees and stuff like that. So Wendigo was really tough. I think the toughest or most annoying episodes physically are the ones where you're running around a lot, because, you know, when you're shooting a movie or a television show, it's like, okay, run as fast as you can that way. You're like, okay, and you do it, and you're like, okay, I'm a little tired, but I'm cool. They're like, okay, we gotta do take 2. Run as fast as you can that way. You're like, okay. So you do it, you're like, get a little tireder, and they're like, okay, we're done. You're like, thank God. And then like, okay, put the cameras over here. Run as fast as you can that way. Like, I just ran as fast as I could, and so by the last take, you're like waddling as fast as you can. So any of the running scenes are kind of annoying. Thank you. Okay, got it.
I probably sound really, really strange asking you this. Can I have a hug?
Yes, you can have a hug. She's trying to pull me to her. Oh, God. That was easy enough to answer.
But hard to do. While we're in that stand, this young man here.
You're still over there. Hey, bud.
How's it going?
Good, man. This is my favorite part. Well, I guess it's not my favorite part. I like being able to talk to everybody specifically, but it's so fun to see everybody and chat, you know?
There's one thing I noticed when you came here, is that I noticed that you're really, really tall. You know, it's like massive.
Yeah.
It's like, what I wanted to know is, did that have much of an impact on you when you were auditioning for the part?
Big time. You know what? My height, for those who I haven't stood next to, I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm like 6'4" in the States. So I don't know what the conversion equation is, but I think I'm like 197 or something like that. 193. Cool. 193. And it didn't have too bad of an effect on this role because I've been doing Gilmore Girls for 5 years, and so they knew how tall I was. But other roles, if you're trying out for somebody's son, like I tried out for a movie where I was going to play Jane Seymour's son, and I'm a big fan of Jane Seymour, but she's like 5'0". And so I don't think they wanted to see a scene where it's like, hey mom, and then I'm like leaning down to hug her. So it's tough when you have to play somebody's son or daughter if you're a girl, but hopefully I won't be playing anybody's daughter anytime soon. But for this role, it was all right. And Jensen's tall. Jensen's like 6'1", which I'll go to my conversion factor, people. 185. He's 185. I'm 193. So it was fine because he's tall also.
I just wanted to ask a favour, really. My sister-in-law, Nicole, would love to be here, but she's not well, so just wondering if you could send a cheerio to her.
To Nicole?
Yes, please.
Hey, Nicole, am I talking to a camera? My eyes are bad or something. I wish you could be here. Get well soon. I'm sorry you're sick. You're missed. Get well, Nicole.